Well, look, Shara himself, the people who have not followed his trajectory can make statements like he's a jihadist. He's not. He even early on, he was working with Al Qaeda out of motives that would probably be described better as nationalist rather than jihadist. Now, that said, he was a member of an Al Qaeda militia. And he broke with them twice. He's written and spoken extensively about his own ideological evolution and about his goal for Syria. And I think we should take that at face value because frankly, it's better than the other options we have there. Do you want an Assadist ideology back in power, a pro-Iran, pro-Hezbollah? No. So I think
But
what
well,
we
why
want
does
is
it have to
somebody
be
who at
one?
least.
Why does it have to be one or the other?
Well, the what has to happen is not the adoption of a particular ideology. What has to happen is consolidation of responsible state control, and that happens when there is engagement, not when there is isolation. I think we saw with the Assad regime what happens when you isolate a bad regime, and they go to the worst corners that they can, which is Tehran and Moscow, and then they become the butchers of their own people. This Shara and his movement are imperfect. There are a lot of positive statements coming out, but the bottom line is it's going to take engagement, sticks and carrots, incentives and disincentives to keep them on the path. Now, the strongest one so far is economic engagement, the reconstruction of the country. So I think that's where most of President Trump's policy emphasis has been. And frankly, I think that's the right direction to go in. The idea that one lone wolf attack should lead us to somehow throw al-Shara overboard and say, well, what's next? What else can we put together? We've seen that movie in
Can I,
Iraq. When there is no local solution, things don't get better.
all right, just real quick, because the collaboration with the Kurdish-led SDF worked very well to weaken ISIS. It destroyed the caliphate. The Kurds fighting in Kobane and Raqqa and these places, they prevented the caliphate from being entrenched. Why the hurry to force the SDF to lay down their weapons?
Well, I agree with you. I think that for the task that was assigned for destroying the caliphate, SDF was a good partner for the United States. However, it is not the legitimate government of Syria. It is run by a group that is ideologically radical and represents a minority within a minority. So, no, you can't hand over a third of the country to a group that represents less than 10% of the total and say that this is going to continue in perpetuity. The consolidation of Damascus's control should be done carefully with respect for the people of the Northeast. But the Northeast cannot be its own state led in perpetuity. That undercuts the stability that we need in Damascus.